How are you?
Well, I was going to be the only person it wasn't going to work for.
That's good. Yes. Can you hear me? Are you?
Yeah,
Yes, that's good, man. Look. Oh, the guy. I was just talking with Tim Radcliffe now, and he said, "Oh no, I missed Dan live." I said, "Don't worry, you still have time." So he's
oh,
gonna
yeah.
join us there as well. When he had he said that one of his best training partners were you. So he didn't want
Yeah,
to.
definitely. Yeah, I appreciate it. Yeah,
We have
we used to have some good punch-ups on them. I
we
used to
have
have a tiny bit of MMA training with Tim, which was not fun at all.
oh no.
Like getting ready for fights and stuff. That wasn't much fun.
Not recommended.
No, not at all.
Dad, so how are you today? You okay?
Yeah,
How
good
was your
mate.
day?
Yeah,
Did you
yeah,
have
it's
a good day?
fine. Yeah,
Man, good,
I'll
good,
be
man.
honest with you. This is all right for me. I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm still working. I've got a garden. I've got all
Yes.
my stuff, and everything's fine.
Yeah.
I'm better than most, to be fair. So
It's quite normal for you then. Yes.
yeah, not a lot to say. Apart from not being able to do jiu-jitsu, obviously, that's
Yes.
rubbish. But apart from that, everything's fine by me. How you getting
Uh,
on?
I'm
How
okay. I'm
come you're
okay.
like a Nova
I'm
Forza hype man? What's going on?
sorry?
How come you're a Nova Forza hype man? What's happening?
That's it. I'm trying to keep everyone like it's just because I'm missing the training so much and I miss the guys. So we have like a WhatsApp group, so we keep teasing each other. But I thought
Yeah.
like maybe if we do it, so then it's an opportunity for us just to catch up as a team, you know. So
How come I'm not on that WhatsApp group? What's going on?
we're gonna get you in there. We're gonna get you in there. Ricardo is here as well. Team just joined us. And Dan, tell us a little bit
Cool.
about you. When did you start to do martial arts?
Uh, well, this is a long and boring story, but basically, when I was about 9 or 8 or 9, I told my mum I wanted to be a ninja, and she was quite supportive of stuff like that. So she sent me to the local judo club, and then basically, I saw that message to him. I've been doing my own hair, it's pretty good. But yeah, and then from that point, just been trying loads of different martial arts. But basically had stuck with judo forever, really. And then I discovered jiu-jitsu when I was actually in New Zealand at the time, and I was getting a magazine called Grappling Magazine, and jiu-jitsu was all over that. But I'd not heard of this before, so that was probably 2004. And it's quite funny. When I was in Wellington, I rang up the local jiu-jitsu club that was there, and I said, "Oh, can I come and do some training with you guys?" And they said, "No, don't bother," because the guy that I was training judo with in New Zealand was regularly going and beating them all up. So I don't think they wanted me to turn up as well. Anyway, I thought that's not right. So I looked on, I don't know what it was back then, whether I actually had the internet, but I found on the Yellow Pages website, there was Rick Club at Sleeping Storm, that place. So I think that as soon as I got home, like two, 3 days later, I turned up at Rick's class, and that was it, really. I fell in love with it straight away. It was exactly what I wanted. It was a part of judo which I always enjoyed, but I knew that it could be more technical,
Yes.
like the groundwork stuff. So I always thought that's what I wanted to do. And then as soon as I started jiu-jitsu, I was like, yeah, this is it. This is what I want.
And who was there when you just turned up first time then?
Oh God, do you know what? I was trying to dig out that book that Rick did. Because there's a photo of everyone at the club at the time and Sleeping
Yes.
Storm. So Andy Lagden was there, Tim was there, Simon Gill, he was there, Mark was there. I can't remember who else was there. Ramon, back when I could beat Ramon up, he was like that big. He was in that picture. Do you know what? I can't remember. I can't remember who else was there.
Was Little Mark black belt?
Little Mark was there. Yeah, he had like long hair, like down to his back.
What about Baker? Rita just asked if Baker was there.
You know, I can't remember if Baker's in that. I'm just talking about that picture.
Yes.
I can't remember if he was there. He might have been. Yeah, Baker's like old school. He was there. Early days.
Rita just said Ramon was 2 years old when it
Was
happened.
it? man. He's so cute. He's a monster now.
He is, man. He's massive. I just saw some videos of you doing some different workouts, like with different ropes and kind of stuff like this. Can you tell us a little bit how is that training you're doing?
It's just what cut me. It's just what keeps me interested. It's not like the most sensible like workout routine for any particular games and stuff like that. It's just, so I find it quite fun, you know, like the different pull-ups and stuff. It's obviously good for grips and things like that. And like the sandbag stuff, I think is pretty good. But I basically do it, all that sort of stuff. I do that anyway, but I'm doing more of it now. But I like all that stuff because it just keeps me like mentally engaged. I find like a normal, proper, like sensible workout probably quite just a bit boring, to be honest. So I kind of, all that like weird stuff and interesting stuff I quite like.
Yes, that's
the story behind that. That's why I'm lucky as well. Like in my shed, it's like a little bit of a sad hobby of mine, but I've just been collecting like workout gear and like making stuff in my shed. I remember I made like my like bench pressing bench and stuff like that, and everyone was taking the piss out of me ages ago doing that. I like that sort. It's fun, so that's why.
That's it. Prepared. You prepared. You were preparing yourself for something that you didn't know. That was good.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've always like used it anyway. Like, on some of the nights I'm not training, but now it's like a godsend, really. I'm lucky that I've done it all because I've got it there. I think I'll be going bonkers if not.
And what about the lessons that you teach, Dan? Where is it? Where about the place that you teach?
It's in Dorking.
Dorking.
So about 20 minutes.
Because I haven't been there, but in some of the guys that are watching it, I don't think they've been there yet. So it's just like when things get back to normal, would be good to go there.
Yeah, it's always cool. Like I recently took some of my guys to Tim's class as well. It's good to like see a different instructor. I mean, it's better just to be like a Rick's, obviously, but it's nice to be, you know, to see how other people do it. Like someone will show you a detail for a technique, and then someone else show you a different detail, and other people have different styles and stuff like that. Like if you want to learn spider guard or something like that, you know, don't come to me. That's not.
And what's your favorite position then?
Just been on someone's back, I think. That's everyone's favourite position, isn't it?
That's it. That's the favorite
stuff. Like, it's all about butterfly guard. I love that. It's, you know, every time I think to myself I'm going to try and learn something different, I'll just keep doing butterfly guards. It's the best. Single X, guard, that sort of stuff.
And I got so many questions that people want to know who is the one that you were choking on the picture.
Oh, that's Freddie. You had Freddie on the other day, didn't you? I think we're just messing around, and that's one of Todd's pictures actually. So thanks, Todd, making me look cool.
Fred must be joining us soon. He's gonna be. We remind him again later about the picture.
I know. What time is it there?
It's about 6 o'clock in the morning. Yeah.
Oh, that's it. Yeah. He's not up, is he?
No. He's probably been partying yesterday. Yeah. But he usually joined halfway through. Yeah. And then, do you prefer gi or no gi?
At the moment, it's no gi by quite a margin. I like gi, but no gi's definitely at the moment, yeah. But I like exploring all the heel hooks and stuff now. I wasn't into that, but then I went training ages ago, and then Jake heel hooked me about 500 times in one round, and then I was like, okay, might have to actually learn this. That's cool. That's a cool element to start learning now, and you know, it's definitely no gi quite a lot at the moment. In fact, at my class, I do more no gi sessions than gi at the moment. But it's just what I like to do. It's just, I don't know, it's more fun. I like the takedowns as well. No gi, it's good fun, simple.
Probably good, and because you did so much with the judo with the gi already, so it's a good compliment.
Yeah.
Yes. And what about MMA then? You said you had some experience with Tim as well, so he's there watching you. So
I think getting punched in the face, not really my thing. I always thought, you know, because there was quite a lot of MMA going on when I was coming up in the belts, and it was also like, oh, maybe I should do it. So then I would go to the striking class and then go, oh, I don't actually enjoy this. And then obviously you need to be able to do some Thai boxing or something in order to do MMA, but I just didn't enjoy it. And plus with my job, I've got all the excuses. I've got so many excuses why I didn't do MMA. but my job's like really quite physical as well. So if I wanted to train jiu-jitsu 3 times a week and then like Thai boxing another couple of times a week, I'd never see my wife and I'd just be absolutely knackered all the time. Yeah. That's why I never did it. But it could have just been I was scared. And Tim put me off by beating me up all the time.
He just said that he likes to punch you. Just said that.
Yeah.
And we were talking about Tim. We were talking with everybody like that. When you start training on your journey of jiu-jitsu, there's always someone that you start with you, and then it's always like you get a little bit better, and then the person gets a little bit better. Someone that's always challenging you. Who was that guy for you that was inspiring?
Yeah, definitely Tim. 100%. Yeah, I mean, when I first turned up, I can't remember if Tim was a blue belt. I can't remember, but he was like the best at the club. But obviously, apart from Rick, because you know, enough said. But it was him, and I turned up, and because it's probably unfair, but I just wanted to kill Tim all the time. I thought he's like really good, so I thought I need to be as good as him, so I'll just try and kill Tim. So he probably didn't really appreciate that. He wanted to come and train all the time. I'm just trying to kill him all the time. But yeah, I mean, we had some good fun, I reckon. Yeah, it's good. I think that's really important, like if you have for your training to have someone like that. So especially like if you could like Tim's there, he was there, and I was like here just trying to crack him, and he's getting better. Do you know what I mean? I think it's.
Yeah. It's always good, isn't it? It really helped the progression.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And what about competitions then? Have you done many competitions, or you like competitions?
I did a few when I was white, blue belt. I think I did a couple at purple belt. Did okay. I mean, it wasn't as big as it is now, but I mean, judo helped me in those competitions. But funnily enough, like talking to Tim, we've been talking recently about doing more competitions and stuff. But for me, it was always I needed to do more training. So part of the reason I've started my class is so I can do more training, so I can do less actual work, more jiu-jitsu, and then I can do more training, and then if I feel good in my training, then I'll do some competitions. But yeah, I mean that was the plan. I was probably like 2-3 weeks away from me and my wife to sign the lease on this new gym that we were opening to do stuff before lockdown happened, but only a couple of weeks away from signing that. So like this year is going to be the year where the plan was for me to spend more time with my family, but at the same time also be able to do more jiu-jitsu. But
that's have to post-date a little bit.
I've got another excuse not to do some competitions.
Post-date a little bit, but it's still gonna happen. Things gonna get to normal. Yeah. And you mentioned that when you were sparring, you feel like you want to kill Tim. But was that with everybody? When you spar normally, what's the feeling you have? Like you just want to...
Who have you been talking to?
Anyone, like when you're sparring with anyone, is just you feel like you want to kill them, or do you feel like just like just gonna hurt them a little bit?
When I kill Tim, I don't actually mean it, but like just because I never actually want to kill anyone like training. I mean, when I first started, Rick could probably tell you, but I probably wasn't an awful lot of fun to spar with because I had that judo mentality of just go absolutely mental and I used to gas out like after 2 rounds or something like that. And Tim used to tell me, it's like, you need to breathe. And I was like, yeah. And I just thought I needed better cardio. I thought I don't need to breathe. I just need to be able to do it for longer. But no, I like to play quite a lot. And obviously if there's someone who's like, you know, good, then we'll go a bit harder. I'm not trying to kill anyone. That's just
And we asking everybody about the training, like which is the favorite part about the training. Like we had some crazy ones that like the warm up, and then some
Who
other
likes the
ones that
warm up?
the Ash.
You like the warm up?
You like the warm
They
up.
like an army boy though. Of course you
I
like.
think yeah, the army and the CrossFit background. I think it's just like, and then
He's
we have
really fun.
people that they like the drilling, and then some people like the specific sparring and the sparring. What's your favorite bit of the training then?
I think anyone that tells you that it's not sparring is lying, unless you're an ex-soldier and then you might like the warm up. Yeah, it's a sparring, isn't it? Everyone loves a sparring. You see, sometimes you see people you're explaining technique and they're just like zoned out. They're just like, I just want to listen to sparring.
That's it. It was like when you go to the gym and people say today is just sparring, and then everybody's like, wow.
Yeah, exactly. Like, oh no, yeah.
That's
Definitely.
it.
Sparring, yeah, that's where you get the most fun. I think as well, with the right, not I was going to say opponent, with the right partners, you can do quite a lot of drilling with those people, even in the sparring. You know, if you're just sensible about it. In the sparring, you can do all your drilling and all your training, I think.
Yeah, that's it. It's just if you're someone like or even if you take the lower belts, and then you can practice things that you want to do before you practice it with the people the same level, I think.
Yeah, I mean, look, like Rick was like a purple belt, wasn't he, when he came over, and he could just smash everyone, but he got really good just by rolling with people he was, you know, quite multiple levels above. So it can be done.
That's it, yeah. And what do you think then, too, when you spar with these massive guys, like very like big guys? Do you ever had to tap because you felt like just the pressure, or no, you don't tap for pressure, you just
I'm
tap
gonna,
for
I'm gonna
some.
say no to that. Next question.
And have you ever tapped because you were disgusted, like someone that's very sweaty or very hairy or something like that? You may better tap and stop the
Well, have I
sparring. And
tapped to that? No, I've never tapped to that. No. But yeah, there's been some. Anyone remember Ed? They called him Emo Ed. We were going to do some no gi one night, and he pulled his shorts out, and like the whole room just erupted with this smell of his shorts.
Oh.
No, you can't try him. No, I'm not doing that. But no, like with the big guys, I like sparring with like the big guys. You know, because there's no point avoiding all these people because they're there, aren't they? I personally, I look at I still look at it. I know a lot of people think it's like call it a sport these days, but I still look at it as a martial art, and that's how I like to train with that in mind as well. And like sport's just a byproduct of your training. I believe. So if you're avoiding like the big guys, then I don't think you're training a martial art. You're not training for all eventualities.
That's it. And on this note, Dan, with the jiu-jitsu, like you've been training for a long time, so we have like this they call like the old style jiu-jitsu, and then they have like the modern jiu-jitsu with like more like berimbolo and lapel, or the smashing one. Do you think any difference, or anything that you like most, or do you think you have to have both? What's your
What
idea
about
about it?
you,
About
stuff?
Yeah, about like modern jiu-jitsu and like the old-fashioned jiu-jitsu, like the old school. What do you think? Is there a difference there, or they just make too much fuss about it, or do you
I mean,
think?
there's new techniques and stuff. You know, like I don't think I ever started really training deep half guard until I was a black belt, and that's quite a useful position. I mean, with stuff like berimbolo and stuff, yeah, that's fine, isn't it? You can use it in competition. I think the argument with berimbolo is that it's not a legitimate technique for a martial art, but I don't think anyone that can berimbolo, they probably do have all the basics down anyway, so they can still do jiu-jitsu. It's just against someone else who does really good jiu-jitsu, their berimbolo works, but I'm sure everyone can still do like knee on belly and mount, smash pass. They can still do all that. All the new techniques are fun, unless it's lapel guard, and then I think it should be banned.
Why then?
Because no, I'm joking. I think it's just really annoying. I haven't learned it yet. It's horrible. Rich.
Rick is there. Rick is the master of the lapel guard at the moment.
Yeah.
That Nova
It's annoying. I spar with Rich, and then I'm like, YouTube stuff when I get home, and then I forget about it.
Yes. He's the master. When he takes the lapel out, and then you just feel like, oh my goodness,
yeah,
there it comes. There it comes.
It's legit though, you know. Again, it's like not avoiding the big guys. If you didn't want to, roll with Richard because he's doing the lapel guard, then you're just avoiding the reality. People can do stuff you don't know how to, you know.
That's it. Yeah, that's it. That's the way to learn. We have to find an exit.
Yeah, I mean, you need to know. I think you need to know either how to impose your game completely, where someone else can't do what they want to do, or learn all the counters to everything.
That's it. Yeah. And do you follow like a professional BJJ? Then do you usually see fights, watch fights, and?
Yeah, it's fleshed out on a Fly Grappling account. It's pretty good. I do watch it. I try. I mean, guys, and it's good to see that what they're doing doesn't really look an awful lot different from what we're doing, really. You know, so it's quite heartening to see that. You know, I think, you know, some of the guys that no names, probably like top level, Jake. You know.
And who is your favorite professional fighter then?
What, out of the jiu-jitsu guys?
Jiu-jitsu, yeah.
I don't know if I've actually got one, to be honest. I don't think so, no. I don't think anyone really stands out that I particularly like to watch. I mean, I like all of it. I don't really like watching like one person in particular, to be honest. I like watching Gary Tonin. He's fun. He always does like good matches, doesn't he, I suppose? If I was to pick one, probably him. He's quite high energy, that sort of stuff.
And if you had to pick up one to fight against, who would you think that your game would suit best?
It's a good question. I mean, none of them, because they're just all beast me. But, apparently, John Danaher can't really roll, so probably him. I reckon I could smash him.
Anthony, you mentioned that you were planning to open the gym now. So what's your plan? I know with the coronavirus now, everything is up to the air. But what's your plan? Like, let's say in 1 year time or 5 years time, like short term and long term goal. What's your?
I mean, the plan was we're going to open this gym. Then it was going to be slightly different from Rick's gym, and it was going to be for like other people as well. So we have the income with that. The idea was that this gym is like an extra bit of income for our family, and then I can sort of take a little bit of a step back at my tree surgery business, because I still climb every day and stuff. It's not really a good plan long term to keep doing that. So the plan was to sort of take a step back, and then I just basically do more jiu-jitsu really, and like spend more time, because I have a son now. And I want to spend more time with him, like during the day. I don't want to be away all the time. So that was my plan. That was our plan. Just start this gym, spend more time with my family, and do more jiu-jitsu as well.
And where you open the gym, Tim? Is it in Dorking as well?
Yeah, it's in Dorking. Yeah, I don't like to do anything too far away from Dorking. Don't really go too far.
And Tim,
it's a nice place. It's not as nice as the Epsom place. It's not, you know, good a facility, but there's no space around here. But it's a nice little. It'll be a nice little space, nice little dojo. Get some judo in there and stuff. Take my class, because and also, like I say, my plan was to do that, but since starting my club and having the guys train with me, like I really like teaching my guys. It's nice to have that as well. I like sort of seeing my guys progress, and I've had people with me quite a long time now, and to see them getting better is is actually really nice. So that's good as, you know, as part of it. It's a big part of it for me.
That's it, yeah. And we have a question that we always ask about the pub. So if there's a fight in the pub, and then you have to pick up 3 guys to help you, but cannot be Rick, cannot be Justin, and cannot be Baker.
All right. I was going to say Baker, and also like I got put up for this twice. I think people are really overestimating my street fighting ability. But I reckon I did think Tim for sure, but then I thought, how many people am I allowed? 2 other people, 3 people.
3 people, yeah.
3 people. So Ben Loki, because he's a policeman, and if he starts getting beaten up, then we can just ring up the police and then they'll send all their boys down as well. I think that'll be it. Just Tim and Ben. Don't need anyone else.
That's a strategic call.
Yeah, exactly. And we can watch Ben get beaten up, and that'll be good too.
A strategic one there. And now we're gonna go like to like a quick ones. I'm gonna do the question and then you just answer whatever things come to your mind. So we're just gonna do like five questions and then you just answer whatever the first thing that comes in your mind. So your best submission. Your best submission.
My best one. Oh, I'm just gotta do a quick armbar.
Yeah. So jiu-jitsu, you said gi or no gi? So
no gi.
Who is the most cocky guy at Nova Força?
Do you know? I don't know. That's a good question. I don't know. I'm just gonna say Ben.
And who's the toughest guy in Nova Força?
It's gonna be Ramon at the moment, isn't he? Horrible animal that he's turned into.
That's it. And now I'm gonna go for another 5 questions. He's nice, but he's a beast. He's a beast. And then if you're sparring with you're dead sparring time now. You said you like sparring, and then you have a choice to either smash the guy or just like go like easy flow sparring. So I'm gonna say the name of the guy, and then you tell us if you're gonna be smash or if it's gonna be like just a flow one. So first one, Jose.
Smash.
Yeah, Mark.
Yeah.
Mark black belt.
Any black belts are getting it. If I can give it to them, they're getting it.
Jake.
Smash. Well, I'm gonna try.
Ramon.
Yeah, I'm gonna try and smash him as well.
Tim.
Coming for you, Ramon.
Tim.
I'm not really. Smash.
And Ricardo.
Oh, I'm just gonna be really nice to Rick.
Jess. Smash.
There's a picture of Jess trying to fly an armbar me on the internet somewhere, so I'm definitely gonna smash Jess.
That's good, man. Oh, Dan, thank you so much, Dan.
Go on then. Yeah.
Thank you so much, man, for supporting us, to give your time there to have a chat with us, man. It's amazing.
It's good, mate. It's a nice thing you're doing. Nice.
Thank you, man. And do you have any words that you want to leave to the team? Any final words that you want to give to the guys?
No. No, I was trying to think of something. Tim did a really nice. It's quite inspirational at the end of his one, wasn't it?
It was.
That was really good. I actually felt a little bit uplifted after Tim. And I thought, what can I say? I was like, nothing. Just try and stay fit, I suppose.
That's it, yeah, man. We
try and stay fit. It will happen, you know. I know, like, everyone's missing each other and stuff, but stuff like this is cool. You know, just.
Yes, I was planning to do some after I did the interview with Rita yesterday. I was planning to do some Zoom workout with the guys, and then we sent the word out, and then I got a reply from some people, oh no, I cannot do it, and then the other one, no. And then some of them, shall we do a quiz? Oh no, these guys are lost. Come on, we have to pick up. Let's get. Send. I'm gonna ask here, so I ask to you as well. Then put your number there on the comments after, so we can all join for a quick, like, doesn't need to be much, but at least 20 minutes train once in a while, so we can keep the cardio up. So it'll be good. So each one.
I think maybe like a fitness challenge or something. If you like Jake sent me one today. If you like some fitness challenges probably be more interesting for people, wouldn't it? If you can do
I
this.
see. Yeah,
Yeah.
just for us to keep like maybe you guys black belt, like you show 3 exercises you have to do, and then we just kind of do it together. So probably we're gonna come up with something next week. Watch this space. But put your number there so we can get you on the WhatsApp group as well,
All
man.
right.
Thank you so much. Thank
Yeah,
you,
no,
and
it's mate.
have a lovely evening there. I know it's hard
Yeah,
with the
thank you,
kids, and see you shortly.
mate. See you on the mat.
Us.
See you on the mat.
Thank
I'm gonna beat you up when I see you.
no smash.
Yeah, no, it's happening. It's
Thank
happening.
you. Us.
All right.
Thank you, guys.
Take it easy, yeah.
Take care. Thank you.